Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel, Bapak Kahing. We're going to learn about one of the grammatically or part of the grammar. It's about conditional sentence. So today we're going to talk about the third conditional sentences. Okay, first one, third conditional sentences has to close. So in the third conditional sentences, it's always has to close. Yeah, if close and close. Yes, it's also talk about the past. So if the second conditional talk about the present, that it's not unlikely to happen or impossible to happen. The third conditional is talk about the past. So we are going to talk about the past. Unreal past. Unreal past. We can say this regressions. Okay, form if past perfect, sometimes past perfect progressive. Yeah. So if you found the progressive one in the form of the past perfect, we are going to say that is also the third conditional sentences. Okay, the third conditional sentences here is to talk about an imaginary action which did not take place in the past. So this third conditional sentences is a regression. You regret something that you didn't take in the past. So we are going to use these third conditional sentences to express that regressions. Yeah. Something that you didn't take in the past. Yeah. We are using this sentence or this conditional sentence. Okay. For example, if Peter had spoken to his friend Martha, she would have given him some advice. But in fact, in the past, Peter didn't speak anything to Martha. So Martha doesn't or didn't give some advice to Peter. That's the regression. Something that you didn't take, something that you didn't do in the past. So you express that sentences using these third conditional sentences. Something that you do, something that you didn't do in the past. Unreal situation, regressions. Yeah. It is also as I say, to express regret about past situation and talk about lost opportunities. So except the regret or regression is situation, third conditional sentences also talk about lost opportunities. If you lost your chance, your opportunities in the past, you talk it with these conditional sentences. Yeah. For example, if we had left home earlier, we wouldn't have missed the train. So you were getting late in the past. Yeah, you were late, so you lost the train, you missed the train, so you have to wait for another train in the past. This one is happening in this past. Yeah, in the past. So maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe last week, or etc. Yeah. So something that you didn't take in the past. Yeah. It's about lost opportunities. Okay. Okay. This being not here, the modal could and might can be used instead of would. So here there are two options to change the would letter to be could and might. How is it? Could is talk about possibility and ability. So if you talk about the possibility one, something that you can do it, you can do it in the past. Maybe you can use could and might, probability and certainty. Okay, maybe something that's about probability and certainty when you want to when you were confused, or when you were confused about something in the past. Maybe you can express with these conditional sentences and you regret it. Yeah. I could have phoned my uncle if it had not been so late. So could have phoned. Have phoned is here is part of ability. Phoned. Yeah, could taken. Okay, next is about could also. If you had lent me your motorcycle, I could have got there faster. So, fact in the past, you didn't lend me any motorcycle, so I were getting late or slower than usual. Yeah. So if you had lent me your motorcycle, I could have got there faster. Yeah. The fact you didn't lend me anything, motorcycle, so I got there so lately or so slowly, or being slower. Okay. Next. Okay. If he had studied more, he might have passed. Okay. This is about might. It's about probability. Yeah. Probability. If he had studied more, he might have passed. He might have passed. A certainty. It maybe take 60% till 70% until 30%, or 30% until 70%. Yeah, it's just probability. It's not make sure that if he had studied more, he might have passed. But there's a possibility also that if he had studied more, he still couldn't pass the exam. Yeah. So it's just about the probability and certainty. So if you are using this one, might and could, just see carefully the verb, the context, or the sentence, or the theme that you want to take, or that you want to write, and that you want to tell me about. So just be careful. It's about modals, could and might. Yeah. So could and might is just what we call alternative. If you want to change to be the specific ones. If you talk about the possibility or ability, you just use this could. But if you want to talk about the probability and certainty, you just use might. Yeah, maybe to be not make your sentences not to be monotone. Yeah, monotone. So there are so many kind of your maybe sentences, paragraph. When you want to make these third conditional sentences, you just use could and might. Yeah. To change the would if you want. But if you get bothered about that, and it's so hard for you, just use would. It's okay. Okay. I repeat again. Third conditional. The third conditional was formed this way. It past perfect, would, could, might, perfect, infinitive. Past perfect. What is the form of the past perfect? Past perfect is form is subject plus had plus verb 3. Yeah, verb 3. Yeah, subject plus had plus verb 3, or past participle, and then you put a comma. Subject again, you choose would or could or might, and then perfect infinitive. Perfect infinitive is would have plus verb 3. Yeah. For example, if I had studied more, like that, I would have passed the exams. Had studied is past perfect. Yeah. A lot of subject is using had. There's no another option like has or have. So in the past perfect, a lot of subject is using had. Yeah. And then would have passed. Have passed here we call it past infinitive. Yeah. Have passed. So after you put would or could or might, you just have to put perfect infinitive, yeah, like have passed the exam. After have, you have to put the verb 3 also, or the past participle. Okay, got it? We use the third conditional to talk about unreal situation in past and imagine things that didn't happen. Yes, like a regret. For example, another example, if I hadn't broken my leg, I would have gone skiing. So you lost chance, you lost opportunities for flying, skiing, okay, have gone skiing, maybe, yeah, skiing, or have gone another, gone shopping for the girls. Yeah. If I hadn't broken my leg, I wouldn't have gone shopping, traveling, and etc. Yeah. So you lost your chance to do anything in the past, or to do anything in the past. Yeah. So it's talk about the third conditional. Like another example, if I had seen this video earlier, I would not have been so confused. Okay, and the fact is you didn't watch anything in this video, so you got confused. So in the right now, so you got confused in the past. So right now you said, if I had seen this video earlier, I would not have been so confused. So that's your regret. Yeah. And then if you had called her, she would have come. If you had called her, she would have come. So you lost chance. The fact in the past, maybe 2 weeks ago, the girls or the boys didn't come to your party, didn't come to your home, and etc. because you didn't call her or him. So we express that to say something that you lost opportunities, you lost chance in the past is using this one, using the third conditional sentences. If you had called her, she would have come. Yeah, that's your regret. Okay, and then move to another example. They would have given the car if you had worked well. Maybe this is about company, the place that you work for. Yeah, and you lost the chance, you lost the opportunities, you regret that. Yeah, if you had worked well in the past, maybe 2 years ago, when you were working in the maybe some broadcast media or another startup company, the startup company or the broadcast media promised to you, if you had worked well, they would have given you the car. But maybe you missed some of your job, missed some of your work or assignment or the target, so you didn't take, or you didn't have the car, or you didn't get the car because yes, you don't have the expectation of them, so you lost chance, you lost opportunities, you regret it. So in the in the present, you talk about the past. So if you have worked well, if I had worked well, they would have given me the car. So the fact now you don't get anything, the car or any salary. Okay, maybe that's all the short explanation of me, because for the conditional sentences a lot of explanation is I talked you in the previous video. A ton of thanks for you all for keep watching on my video, and if you have any questions, maybe you can share to me via WhatsApp or another applications. So if I made a mistake, please forgive me. If my explanation is wrong, please correct me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.